Mapping and flashing custom Max Msp Gen firmware to the Electrosmith Daisyseed and Blackbox pedal platform is easy. To start, there are a few things to download and install. Depending on if you're a Windows or Mac user, there are different one-time procedures when it comes to getting things up and running in regards to flashing custom firmware. There are some great videos by Electrosmith themselves on the process, so in order to avoid repeating what they've already done, I've linked to their videos in the description below. There are more approaches depending on if you'd prefer a different language, but regardless, be sure to do this process first before trying to swap firmware. With that step taken care of, download the Max Msp template and JSON file from the Caustic Effects GitHub repository. These files already have everything you need in order to get started when it comes to mapping your patches to the hardware on the black box. Once those files are downloaded, the next thing to get is the Oopsy Max package made by Electrosmith. This is what will allow you to quickly compile and flash your Gen patch to the Daisyseed when paired with the correct JSON file. So after downloading the package, place the Oopsy Max package folder in the Max Packages folder. With these resources downloaded, you now have everything needed to get started with making and flashing your own Max Msp Gen firmware. There's just one quick change we need to make to the Oopsy package as it pertains to the Blackbox and Funbox projects in regards to MIDI. So the Daisyseed supports two different pin options for integrating USArt MIDI, those being pins 14 and 15 or 36 and 37. The original Funbox PCB I've been using for the Blackbox project was designed around using pins 36 and 37. However, the Oopsy package defaults the compiling process to pins 14 and 15. This is an easy one-time fix that just requires changing two numbers in the genlib_daisy.h file that's now in the Max package folder. So after installing the Oopsy package, navigate to the genlib_daisy.h file in the source folder. Open the file, then scroll down to lines 508 and 509 to make this change. You can find this portion of the code linked in the description below. After you've made the change, save the H file, and then you should be good to go when it comes to getting MIDI to work with the Blackbox and Funbox. When it comes to the JSON file, it's set up with specific component attributes such as knob1 or dip1 that aligns with the naming convention is found within the Max Msp template file. This is done because in the JSON file, each component attribute is defining not only what Max Msp param object it should be mapped to, but also the hardware that's connected to a specific pin on the Daisyseed. So for instance, knob 1 is mapped to pin 16 on the Daisyseed. The PCB for the Blackbox has an analog potentiometer connected to pin 16. So after flashing the Max Msp firmware with the JSON file and using the correctly named param object, the hardware should be able to control the software. With that being said, if you use the provided template and JSON file, all of these connectivity variables are already accounted for. In the Gen template, I've laid out every param object specifying what portion of the hardware it's connected to. So when making your own patch, all you need to do is use the supplied param objects and everything should be good to go. I've also supplied some abstractions for things like setting up the stomp switches to be either momentary or latching, integrating the expression pedal data, clickless selectors for the toggle switches and dip switches, and integrating all things related to MIDI. Now, when it comes to MIDI, depending on what MIDI CC value and what MIDI channel you want, there will be a slight tweak required, but this is very quick and easy. For instance, I currently have knob 1 mapped with MIDI CC channel 1, but if I want it to be mapped to CC72 channel 15 instead, you change the param object to read MIDI_CC72_CH15. After you've made a patch in Gen with the supplied param objects, open up the back of the Blackbox and plug in a data transfer micro USB cable to the Daisyseed. Hold down the right button and then press the left button. The red LED should stop blinking and turn into a solid color. This means that the Daisyseed is now in bootloader mode. Now in the first layer of your Max patch, add the Oopsy.field object. This is what we'll use to flash the firmware. Click the Browse button, navigate to the previously mentioned JSON file, load said JSON file, then click the big circular button. After 15 seconds or so, the lights on the Daisyseed will start blinking again, indicating that the firmware successfully flashed. With that being said, you should be more or less good to go when it comes to mapping custom Max Msp Gen firmware to your Blackbox or Funbox project. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things related to caustic effects and my work. Thanks.